There is this thing called AI. Not sure if you've heard about it. Aside from the potential to destroy our lives as we know it, we can also create some very cool things with it. Straight from the mind, through the latent space in front of your eyeballs. So let's make a trailer for a fantasy series. I've made a few videos in my life. You can find them here if you're interested, so I have a good idea of how to get from here to here. What we're looking at here is navigating the latent space. We have new vehicles to take us on this journey, main ones being Midjourney, Runway, 11 Labs, and a couple of others. First, is a story. I already have something in mind that ought to nudge forward. The general idea is 4 characters from 4 different areas, coming together through chance to discover a lost civilization. I'll ask my trusty friend ChatGPT to help me with this. Goes pretty well with the suggestions, helps to visualize the whole thing. What I really need to visualize this story is music. I've tried AI music generators in the past and I found them lacking. The melodies are very simple and often generic. I've tried a few more for this project, but none of them landed where I wanted to. So I went with a more human touch, where I found this. With the music selected, it's time to create a shot. The good thing about AI is I can do multiple things at the same time. For example, at this point, I have several assistants at my disposal. I use a language model, an image generator, a video generator, and a speech synthesis model. I asked the language model to give me narration ideas. I used ChatGPT first, but went with Claude after. In the meantime, I go into Midjourney and start making the shots I want. I have several style templates set up for different areas. I have a video for this if you want to learn how to do it. When I have a shot I like, I run it through Runway ML or Pika Labs. I experiment with both to get different shots. I go back to check how narration looks like and give some further guidance to improve it. Back to the images, to the videos, and on and on. A little bit about each individual element here. I use Midjourney on my own server. I have a guide for that, you can find it in the description below. I create a thread for each of the areas in my trailer. I use a style template for each of them. I generate images for each in their respective places. With Runway, I upload an image and it will animate it. The control is very lacking and it's a bit like hitting the slot machines. Pika Labs is similar but works with the Discord bot. The outcome is different and works for some scenes. I use both to get what I have in mind. I use Claude inside po.com, where you have access to all the major language models. For speech synthesis, I use 11 Labs. I customize the voice to something I think fits my story. Lovo is also great and has a different selection of voices. It's been 3 hours since I started this project. All that is left is generate the rest of the shots, animate them, add voiceover, add sound effects, edit it all together. I better get started. Generate the images, put them into video generator, copy the narration into 11 Labs, press buttons a couple of times, download sound effects, create a good looking title in Adobe Firefly, edit everything together and press the final button.
A place long forgotten. Its secrets scattered across the world. In places of vast, mystical grasslands, dark, foreboding undercities, legendary universities of arcane arts, and quaint medieval villages. A cunning rogue from the Undercity, an unlikely duo, a studious mage from the university, and a spirit guide. As they journey across treacherous lands, confront fantastical creatures, and uncover magic and wonder, their quest leads them to finally reveal the mysteries of this secret world lost to time.
Hope you enjoyed this walkthrough of my process on using AI tools. I hope you learned something. or at least enjoy the ride. I have a bunch of things you can look at. If you want to learn more, you can find the links in the description. I also share these weekly breakdowns in my newsletter. You can find it in the description as well. Keep creating and don't forget that. See you next time.